Most people think selling is about pushing a product, but real selling, it's about understanding the mind. Why do people buy? What makes them say yes? It's not always logic. In fact, it's usually emotion first, logic second. Let's break this down in a way that's simple, but powerful. Because when you understand how people think, you sell better, without being pushy, fake, or salesy. Here's the first thing to remember. People don't buy products. They buy feelings. A guy doesn't walk into a store looking for a watch just to tell time. He wants status, confidence, maybe even recognition. A small business owner doesn't invest in software because they love tech. They want peace of mind, control, and freedom. So, if you're selling anything, don't just list features. Tap into what it gives them. Safety, comfort, excitement, pride, belonging. These emotional drivers are what trigger decisions. Now, here's where it gets interesting. People buy to solve a problem or avoid pain. If there's no pain, there's no urgency. That's why smart sellers don't start by saying, "Look how great my product is." They start by showing they understand the struggle. Maybe it's the frustration of managing time, or the fear of missing out, or the stress of falling behind competitors. Whatever it is, when you show you truly get their pain, people listen, and when they feel seen, they begin to trust you. And trust doesn't come from flashy words or promises. It comes from proof. Reviews, testimonials, case studies, word of mouth. If someone sees others like them having a good experience, they're more likely to believe it'll work for them too. That's called social proof, and it's one of the most powerful psychological triggers in sales. Here's another one. People want to feel in control. Ever notice how people resist when they're pressured to buy? The moment they feel cornered, they back away. But when they feel like they're choosing on their terms, they lean in. That's why the best salespeople don't beg or push. They guide, they present options, they ask good questions, and they let the buyer make the move. Now let's talk about fear of missing out. FOMO. It's real. Limited time offers, low stock warnings, countdown timers. These things work because they trigger a basic instinct. If I don't act now, I'll lose this. But the key here is balance. When overdone, it feels fake. When done with honesty and timing, it can push someone who's on the fence into action. Then there's the idea of identity. People buy things that match who they believe they are, or who they want to be. A person who sees himself as a trendsetter wants the newest gadget. Someone who values simplicity might choose the product with clean, minimal design. Someone who sees themselves as eco-conscious will lean into sustainable brands. So, your message has to speak directly to them. Not just what they need, but who they are. If your product or service aligns with their identity, they'll naturally feel drawn to it. Here's a simple truth that often gets ignored. People buy from people. Even in the digital world, connection matters. A friendly tone, a relatable story, a behind-the-scenes look at your brand, all of that humanizes your offer. No one likes feeling like just another number in a sales funnel, but they do like feeling valued. This brings us to another concept, reciprocity. When you give something first, like a free tip, a small gift, or even your time, people feel more inclined to give back. It's human nature. And it's why content marketing works. You offer value up front. Then, when it's time to ask for the sale, the person already feels a connection. And let's not forget simplicity. The human brain is wired to avoid confusion. If your offer is too complex, too many steps, too much jargon, people will bail. Clarity sells. The fewer decisions people need to make, the faster they'll buy. So, keep your messaging clean, your process smooth, and your offer easy to understand. So, why do people buy? It's not just the product, it's the feeling they get. It's the identity they're stepping into. It's the relief from a problem. It's the excitement of a benefit. It's the trust they feel in you. And here's the final piece. You're not just closing a deal, you're opening a relationship. The goal isn't to make one sale, it's to create loyalty, referrals, repeat business. Because when someone buys from you and feels good about it, they remember, and they come back. So don't focus on selling harder. Focus on connecting deeper. Once you understand what's happening in the mind of your customer, everything changes. And when you master that, it feels like helping, and people respond to that.